We back? Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, fellas. All right, we're gonna get through this clip real quick. I do want to get through this clip. And then I'll head out, and hopefully we won't have too many more connection issues. But dear God, too many tabs, too many fucking. Let's just see what she has to say to us. Look at that face. What a screen. What a pause. All right, we're gonna get through this. We're just gonna get through this, and then we'll fucking Susan Wojcicki could fucking leave me alone. She could stop throttling my shit. Stop pouring peanut butter in my goddamn Ethernet tubes. Here we go.
Not acceptable. Yeah. That's what the
silence is completely.
That's right.
And very quickly, you've been together.
Speaking out against anti-Semitism
is also murder.
We can.
Thank you. And eventually, they prepare themselves for another Holocaust. Denial is also murder.
We can.
And as a teacher, my father, who was a teacher his whole life, believes greatly in education as much as possible.
Right. Never forget.
And
Never forget.
Can I add to that? Speaking out against
Never forget. Yeah, thanks, Sonny.
anti-Semitism and any kind of racism when it rears its ugly head. Speak up and say this is not acceptable.
Yeah.
That's right.
Silence is complicity.
Very quickly, you've been together almost 75 years. Michal just retired from teaching. Millie, secrets to your longevity.
Ooh, so they've been together almost 75 years, meaning they're together 74 years. So they're here on their 74th year of marriage. 7-4, very important number to Freemasonry. Okay, 1947, which is the inverse of 74, which is when Israel was established.
I'll tell you, in Poland there was a saying that
Spit it out, spit it out.
Oh.
I did everything what I could, what is in my power, to see to it that we should have a family. And for the family, we worked, we educated, the children should be educated.
What the F? They ended it. You know what? You know why they ended it? Because Whoopi made her rush and made her like. It was very rude the way that Whoopi ended that. That's why they made her end it like all abruptly like that. God damn it! I wish we could. I really wish we could get the full of what that was. The View. What is it today? 1/27. It was hilarious. She was like, and that's all good. And it's like, what? She was just talking about fucking being in the Holocaust. It was very funny. It was very awkward and funny.
NBA players.
Everybody wait, he's going to get impeached.
In the New York Times.
Okay.
Point out Ukraine on the map.
Okay, they only had the beginning in this one. It was funny. Just take my word for it. It was very funny and very rude. You know. Okay, so anyways, before this fucking thing starts lagging on me again, I'll just say that we'll be on the public space later on today. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin stock to flow ratio. All right, I'm basically just going to be reciting the Bitcoin Standard, which is a really good book, but that's all I'm really going to be doing. Because that is the best way to really translate.
Let's assume a very rare metal was discovered 100 years ago, and people have decided to invest in it because it is scarce. The metal in question is never consumed, it's simply kept for investment purposes. We'll say 100,000 units currently exist, and that at this point, 1,000 units are mined into existence each year. As explained in another video, we call the 100,000 units that currently exist stocks, and the 1,000 units that are mined each year flows. As the name suggests, we obtain the stock-to-flow ratio of that metal by dividing the number of units in existence, so stocks, by the total number of units mined annually, so by the flows. In other words, 100,000 divided by 1,000, which is 100. The higher the stock-to-flow ratio is, the better investors feel, because people like the idea of owning something scarce, something that cannot simply be willed into existence easily. What if, all of a sudden, a technological breakthrough makes it possible to mine 10,000 units yearly instead of just 1,000? In that case, investors won't be happy because the ratio of 10 makes it clear that the scarcity selling point is no longer as attractive. Is the stock-to-flow ratio a popular metric? Well, for precious metals, yes. For cryptocurrencies, once again, yes. For other assets, less so, but still, it's worth including in your arsenal.
All right, so basically, we go back to here, you know,
Is
it's
the
all
better
about mining
investment,
output,
so by number of units in existence,
right?
So stocks,
Number of units
by
in
the total
existence
number
versus
of units, and
the output. So you go up to here, you know, let's say whatever it is, like silver, for example, goes up in price, you know, $50 an ounce. Well, there are going to be more resources to invest in mining equipment and labor, and there'll be more mines opening up, so there'll be a bigger supply and a bigger flow of a new supply of product, and that will flood the market, and the demand, which is made high by the price, it will be met. The demand is always met, you know, homeostasis. And so the price will go down because the less demand, the freaking lower the price will go. And so that is the cycle with all commodities so far on Earth. However, and that's because we don't know how much there's left to be mined. We don't know. Oh God, we're getting throttled again. But anyways, I'll make it quick. We don't know how much is going to be mined. We don't know how much is left to be mined. And so with Bitcoin, it's different because we know how much there is. There's a capital limit of 21 million. And in regards to flow of new flow of new Bitcoin, it gets cut in half every 4 years. So the higher the demand gets, there's nothing we could do to increase output of Bitcoin. The output of Bitcoin only gets more and more scarce, and it gets more and more of a drastic. The scarcity becomes more drastic as time goes on because it's getting cut in half every 4 years. So if you were mining in 2010, you would get 50 Bitcoins every time you mined a block, every time you got a block reward. And then in 2012 or 2013, no, in 2012, there was a block reward halving, and it was 25 Bitcoin after that. And then in 2016, there was another block reward halving. And currently we're in that block right now. We're in that period of time between 2016 and 2020, which is this year in May. We're going to have another halving. It's going to get cut in half again in May. And then only 6.25 Bitcoin will be rewarded to the miners. And this will force the miners to charge more for the Bitcoin that they're mining because there's less and less of them in the system. Less and less of them being less and less new ones being mined in the system. The ones that are already existing in the system, they're already here. Some of them are lost because people lose their shit. Like people lose their keys and whatnot. And so they're lost forever. Like Peter Schiff. I guess Peter Schiff had lost. Booties. Peter Schiff lost his Bitcoin password or something, and he can't access it anymore. But I think he had like less than one coin, anyways. And so, it's only getting more scarce. The flow of new coins is getting more scarce. The demand is getting higher, and there's more use cases being made for it all the time. There's Lightning Network, which I don't really even I'm not that well versed into that part of it. I just know about the economic implications of it. Okay, I know about the freaking repo market debacle that's going on right now, and I know about the 2008 financial crisis that happened and all the fuckery that went into that, and how nothing was really fundamentally changed like how it needed to be in order to avoid some shit like that again, which would be higher interest rates. They need to raise the interest rates and fucking balance out their whole notebook, their whole check sheet. But they're just printing. They're just, putting tissue over spilled milk, basically. And we could see it by visiting the New York Fed. It's very transparent and blatant what they're doing. I just go to the NY Fed repo schedule, and they post it. The New York Federal Reserve posts it. And every day I go on here and I look at past repos, current repo operations. What is today? Today is Monday. But all of these, look, this is money that they're pumping into the system. 5 billion, 15 billion, billions. In a matter of like days. So today, for the 21-27, they've got 15 billion so far. Proposition limit. So this is basically them loaning out money to little banks who couldn't cover their balance sheet. Like at the end of the day, they were short. They were short money because, fractional reserve lending. They probably weren't fucking, none of these people are very honest. And so they fuck up. These banks go under and they need loans. But, okay, yeah, this is the page that I visit like every morning. And it shows the repo operations, for Monday. 40 billion, here it is. 49, is that 49.6? Accepted 49.6, yeah. So there's about $50 billion a day just being printed and pumped into the system. And what that does is basically just like how we were looking at in this video. Think of those dollars as freaking mines, and think of that Federal Reserve, the NY Fed, pumping that liquidity in. They're basically mining, but there's no effort. They just press a button. And so our units per year, their buying power goes down. That's why the prices of shit keeps going up all the time. Inflation. And, if we have a capped supply, it's deflation. The Gulag is back. Dude, the Gulag is back momentarily. It keeps cutting in and out. But we had some spicy takes on old whoopee cushion. a little bit of Holocaust remembrance funk. But actually, I have to go now. Funk, you're so late. You came so late. We actually have to leave. I was explaining that we were going to be on freaking the public space later. I was just talking about, giving a little preview of what we're going to talk about. We were going to talk about stock to flow ratio and Federal Reserve fuckery. Whoopee cushion right here. Look at that whoopee freaking cushion. I was trying to look for this clip from The View, but they get scrubbed pretty fast. Link and time. Time will be around 7 p.m. Eastern. Big brain stuff. It's not big brain, trust me. It's medium brain. It's medium brain, okay? Where's my music? Where's my snare at? Where's my snare? I can't hear the snare in my headphones. Yo, Dre, where's my snare at? The bad American public schools. Me too, bro. I would have to drop out of public school. I would have. It was up to me. Is this gonna play it? Is he gonna play it? Boom.
Shoy me Yisroel